Okay, so welcome everyone to another special episode of Kickstart with Rohan. And this episode is really a special episode. Why I will generally open up the fact, but please welcome the guest for today's special episode, Miss Oyuntika Kundu. Welcome, Avantika. It's a really pleasure for me to have a interactive session with you for this show. You have given us your precious time from your busy schedule. Yes, I'm really pleasure enough. And talking
Thank you
about
so much, Johanna.
the speciality of the show, first of all, we will not discuss about any of the academics related curriculum that we used to do in our in or in my previous videos. It is going to be a completely different aspect or focus. Our focus on discussion will be on a completely different from the academics part. Talking about Oyantika, she has just completed his 12th and she's about to begin her college life. And presently, she is the regional media correspondent of Bharat Scouts and Guides Eastern Region. So, from this designation, you can understand that this episode is going to be on entire on the scouts and guides or the extra, or if you say a general overview, it's going to be on extracurricular activities, which is very important in order to develop your personal field. And I must mention one thing. There's this episode is another way. It's special in another way because her elder sister, Onusrita, she has also appeared in one of my episode. That was also a special episode, and I'm fortunate enough that I got two of the sisters as a as a guest as of my two special episodes. So this is also a special episode for me in other way. Okay, once again, welcome Antika to my show, and just opening up the session with you. Can you give an overview of this scouts and guides?
Okay, so thank you so much, first of all, Rohanda, for the special tags. And I'm really honored to be here with you and for sharing the passion which I love so much. And that is nothing more than scouting. So, scouting, in one word, it is outing, and it is an education for life. We said that scouting is an extracurricular activity, but it is something more than that. Like it is not only an activity, it is academics with activity. In
Okay.
many schools, now scouting is a subject.
Yeah.
So, as in my school, Auxilium, we had it as a subject, but it was an extracurricular activity. And mainly we say scouting is outing and it is completely fun. We get to do several outdoor activities. Like mainly it includes community service at last, starting from blood donation camps to distributing food, distributing clothes, for giving services. And we even support the Kolkata police during the festival times. And you can see people in the scout uniform in the melas you go.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
several service places, scouts are always there. And you can see the in the times of Kerala floods, which had impacted a lot in Kerala. The first unit which went to help was from the scouts. And in
Okay.
Amphan, in Sundarbans mainly, the Sundarban was completely devastated
Yeah.
due to the Amphan
Yeah.
cyclone. So our scout units from West Bengal, they risked their lives. They stayed there. They built their houses, bridges. They grew all the trees which broke down, and their houses. We distributed foods, we distributed masks even, and we have given enormous service during the COVID time, during the entire lockdown period, and we had been recognized by the Youth Minister of India. So
Okay.
that's a biggest achievement to the
Yeah.
Bharat Scouts and Guides,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
as our motto is being prepared and to give the service. So that's all we are always we always stick to that point.
Okay.
And it is out of complete generosity. Nobody forces us that you have to go. We love giving service and making a better world is all our motto.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you told. It's a very brief idea you got, and I must congratulate on your that achievement that you have mentioned. Uh, now,
Thank you so much.
yeah. Now, if anyone wants to join this scouts and guides, so from where he should begin, or what are the steps that he or he should follow in order to join this movement?
Okay, so when you are at an age of like 5 years or 6 years, so you are already enrolled in the schools itself. So almost all the schools are having scouting as the subject. So from there directly, all the students are bound to join.
Okay.
So that is one great point. And even if your school is not having scouting, then it is not a big issue. You can always approach the district association, because as in our administration we have several districts, and all the districts are having their own Bharat Scouts and Guides headquarters. So you can approach them easily, and you need no money, no fees is required to join. Is a complete voluntary movement and non-political movement. So everyone is welcome, irrespective of the age. It is known as the world's largest youth organization, the World Scouting Movement. But yes, we always welcome the adult people, because they have seen life and they can support the young people to go ahead in their life. So adult members are also welcome, because together we can make this world a better place to live in. So it is,
Okay.
you can definitely approach the local association.
Okay, so yes, it's very interesting to know that from a very small age you can join this movement, and in order to develop both your personal as well as your social abilities, this is one of the most important platform, I feel. Okay, now talking about your experiences, coming to the that is the most precious that I suppose I guess that it is going to be a most interactive one. So can you give your experiences, how this started, or okay, that will come aside. What made you join this movement?
Okay, first of all, when I was in class 6, it was in my school as one of the subjects. So every Friday we used to have the scouting and guiding class. So that time I never understood what is this thing, because our teachers used to give us the notes and they used to show us few things, and I used to be what boring things are happening. Then one day I saw my seniors are talking about this scouting experiences. They went for camps, and in our such introvert backgrounds, we Indians are not much aware of
Yeah,
camping
yeah,
as much as the foreign countries. They always go out for campings,
yeah.
trekkings, whatever they want. We don't. So I was like, what is camping? What is happening there? So the next year itself, like in 2014, I got an opportunity to go for a camp, and I was so excited. My parents, they did not agree, because
Okay.
of course for an introvert family, it is like sending your daughter to some unknown
Yeah.
places. It is highly it's risk.
Risk.
So, but I got to manage them anyhow, and that's where I started, and I just never looked back, and I just went going and going. So today here I am as the regional media correspondent from the national headquarters, appointed. So in camping, whatever I had learned in the school, in the classrooms, I could implement everything. Rather, I learned more and came back.
Okay.
Whatever I read in the books or the notes I got, I could implement. I saw things happening in practical. And there is nothing to be scared that you are going to an unknown place or you are going to meet with strangers. We are trained that way, that whomsoever is joining us, we must welcome them from the core of our heart. The brotherhood and the sisterhood we have is all that it takes, and there is a very positive vibe in the camps. There is no, we don't scold anyone.
Okay.
We just teach them. It is a thing that in scouting we call that learning by doing. So maybe our leaders are doing, we are seeing, and we are doing that. So that is the thing. So that's why I loved it very much, and it has several activities, huge. Like we say, the sky is not the limit. So scouting has no limits. So that way, you just go on learning as you grow up. Obviously, when you are just a kid, you just don't cook in the kitchen. As you grow up, you get introduced to it. So in scouting as well, we have we call this cooking thing, for example, we call it backwoodsman cooking. We don't use stove or something. We use the uh, those leaves, those papers we use, or the tree branches.
Okay.
Like we create campfires with
Okay.
that, and we cook on that. So that is the very traditional way of cooking when you don't have any utensils with yourself. We use the foil papers. So that's where we are introduced to all these things. These are completely in our syllabus. Like our school academics are having each chapter. In scouting also, we have in several stages, we have several new things. And that's how we grow and we teach our young people. It's not that just I am learning. It's
Yeah.
just we are teaching others.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
we grow as an individual and we inspire the entire mass around us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Excellent. I am also feeling a great interest in this. Yeah, no, no, frankly speaking, as you know, I am also a bit what I would say, though from an engineering background, but still I love these kinds of things. Okay, now Antika, as a regional media correspondent of this movement, what are your roles to play, or how does you contribute to this movement?
Okay, I mainly do the reporting part, and the visibility is very much important so that because, to be frankly speaking, scouting is not known to everyone till now. Though
Yeah.
it's a 100 years old movement,
Oh.
because there are several youth movements going on, but we are still excelling in every way. So it is our motive so that we can inspire people to come in. We don't force anyone. So that way we need to make our entire movement one whole as a very strong so that everyone can inspire people. So that way, I do the reporting part. I take care of all the state, whatever activities are happening, that is reaching to the national headquarters. And from national, it reaches to the international level. So the entire working administrative things are very much important. So, and passing on the information from the national headquarters to the grassroots levels, because we have several levels, I'll say, from national to state, from state to district, from district to groups. So it's a huge chain, long chain. So, and India is a vast country. So everybody should be aware of all the things that are like happening in scouting. Maybe, for example, you cannot take part in everything, but you can take part in something so that you learn. That's what our main thing is that keeping everyone updated of what is happening.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, now you mentioned some of the terms like a national, international, district, then grassroots. So, in short, can you explain that what are those stages or levels, starting from grassroots
Okay.
level to that international one?
So grassroots level is the group level. Like for example, my school, Auxilium Convent School, Bandel, I have a guide group in that. That is named as Auxilium Convent School, Bandel Guide Group. That is the group level. So several groups like this, like 5, 6 schools are having their own group. There can be open units as well. They form a district. So several districts form a state association. The state association is responsible for the entire administration of their own state. And several states come under the national association. So national association is the one which is being recognized as the national thing. So our national scout association is the Bharat Scouts and Guides. So that is affiliated under two world organizations, like the founding organization, founding
Organization.
body. So that is the WOSM and WOAG. WOSM is World Association of Scout Movement, sorry, World Organization of Scout Movement, WOSM, and WAGS is World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. So under this two world organization, all the countries are affiliated.
Okay. Now, I feel that there are many of those events that you are conducting, or this in this movement they are conducting. So, have you participated in any of these movements or achieved something? So, please, can you share these your personal experiences regarding to this?
Sure, sure. I have rather participated in almost everything.
Okay.
So, the best event I can share, that is, I will tell about camping. So, it was the international camp.
Okay.
So, last year in 2019, there was a World Jamboree. Like, World Jamborees are the gatherings of the entire world. Like, people from all over world comes there, like, comes at a certain place. So, that is the celebration which goes on for 10, 12 days. So it was held in USA. and the camp was known as 24th World Scout Jamboree. And luckily, I was able to participate in that camp to represent India. And
Okay.
around 250 from India went, like as a contingent, Indian contingent. So, and I can say that I was the only one to be selected from the Hooghly district in overall India. So that was the biggest achievement because getting visa and all the procedures
Yeah,
are a bit tough.
yeah.
And that camp was jointly held by two countries, that is Canada, Mexico, and America.
America.
So 50,000 scouts and guides all over the world, 152 countries gathered in one place. So that was the biggest life-changing moment for me, and I have learned a lot.
Yeah.
So because we could see the entire world in front of us. We could
Yeah.
speak with anyone without, regardless of any boundaries. We couldn't discriminate anyone on the basis of their religion or on the basis of their skin color. We were all brothers and sisters. So that was the best thing we could learn about scouting. There is no discrimination.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
excellent experience. See, the thing is, see, though, see, what generally we have as a from being from a middle class background, we generally have an idea that you study a lot, then you will go to foreign. But see, it's totally a social kind of thing which which she participated from the very childhood itself. You can see he has started since his school days and see where he has reached now, but she hasn't joined college, so he's much junior than us. What the viewers we will have, she is much junior than us, but she is always ahead of us. She has gone a lot ahead of us. Yes, that's the main motto. If it's not only about the studies that we have to do 20 to 24 hours a day, no, not like that. World is changing, we are changing, the things are changing, surroundings are changing, so our brain, we need things again. There are lots of things that you could do. That's the main motto. The things, the for the last 15 minutes what she has said, that is nothing related to academics, but you can gain the knowledge of academics from these kinds of things. This is one of the most important. That's the main motto that I selected her for an interview purpose, because I failed when I came to know about her this field. I was very much interested that I will hold a session with her in order to bring it in front of you all. Okay, now just coming to this point, uh, I guess you are the winner of Raju Puraskar.
Yes.
Yes. So it is also one of the most important aspects in her, or I can say in her life. So just can you share that experience in how you got to that level?
Okay, so as in our schools, we have exams at certain levels, like a class 10 exam is one of the very most important exams in our life, like ICSE and Madhyamik and Uच्च Madhyamik class 12 exam. So in scouting also, we have certain exams, like that is the state level exam. Like it is the highest state level award one can get, and that is we get from scouting itself.
Okay.
So that is a very big achievement if one qualifies the exam. So we have syllabus, we have to give exams, not only written, we have practical exams. And like we cover a vast area. So in the when you are a guide, you can give that exam, and then the next higher is Rashtrapati exam. That is the President Award exam. That is the highest President Award exam. So that also, if we qualify, that is known as Rashtrapati exam. So I am yet to give that. And also in rangering section, like if you did not do scouting from the school level, or if you were not a guide, you are a ranger, like above 18 years, you joined scouting. Like I was talking about the adults who can join. So you can again begin from the Raju Puraskar, then Rashtrapati exams. So you have to learn things and then you have to sit for the exams, like fulfilling certain criteria, like according to the syllabus. And the leaders who are there, like who are teaching us, they also have several stages, like many awards they can achieve, like doing the courses. We have several courses. So when you are into that, then only you can understand.
Yeah, okay. It's last almost 20 minutes we have spent, but I guess it's gone in a flash. Yes, it is a episode that I personally enjoyed a lot doing this. Many thanks to Antika. So the last question that I will open up for this section, that how do you feel of being a part of this show, and what will be your message to the audience?
Like, it is my biggest honor that at least I'm getting a huge number of audience. So, like, who are going to listen to me, and I can spread the message of scouting because it is our thing to make this world and a community strong, a peaceful one, rather a sustainable one. So that way, I will encourage all the viewers, especially the parents and the kids, to get their children enrolled in this scouting, because scouting is not only a movement, it is a huge platform that gives you to showcase your talents in the fields of academics and in the fields of non-academics. Like, I never knew that I can be a good anchor or a host for programs. I never did that in my school because my school did not never gave me that opportunity.
Hmm.
But in scouting I did, and I was like, wow, I can do this. And I just went on. So scouting opens up several new opportunities in front of you that you will dare to think of it. So that is the best thing, and it is going to make you the most responsible person in the world. Like, in homes, we are in our houses, our parents are always there 24/7 to pamper us, to give us all the things we need. But when you go to something
Yeah.
and do all these things, you feel that you need to be responsible, take care of yourself, so that then only you can give the service to the other people. So it is a overall development, and that is why we call scouting is an education for life. And most of all, the main thing, I guess, you all are aware of the Sustainable Development Goals, which the United Nations had initiated for the 2030 agenda. So in that, the Sustainable Development Goal number 4, that is quality education. Scouting is the quality education, and it is the biggest youth movement in the world till now. So we are giving our 100% to achieve all the 17 sustainable development goals, and we are very lucky to be a part of the goal number 4 itself. So yes, please go on. Please leave the world a better place than you have found it. It's just that with humanity. So yeah, thank you so much once again, Rohanda.
Okay, thanks, Anantika. It's a really, it's a very interactive session, as well as not only interactive but also very informative session. I must mention this word because there are lots of things I personally came to know, and I also there will be viewers who are not aware of these facts. But after this seeing this episode, they will be also at least aware of this fact what they could do apart from their general thinking policy. So, yes, that's all for the present episode. We will meet in the next episode from another candidate from another field. Thank you.